Okay, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you guys can see everything. Alright, just give it a little bit for my world to just load back in. I was gonna just kind of move that out of the way anyways. Didn't mean to hit that other block behind, like, the smithing table. I'm gonna move the smithing table and kind of just have, like, double ladders here. So yeah, where to? Where do I want to put this thing? I mean, I have, like, 3 brewing stands. Maybe just, like, move one of them somewhere else. Or maybe just move them all in a line here, and then the smithing table goes right here. Actually, that doesn't sound bad at all. Yeah, this doesn't sound too bad at all. Anyways, I still have, like, a full, like, room to complete. And yes, ideally, I will just actually want to replace these blocks. Yeah, these ones that naturally generated with, yeah, like, blocks of my choosing, once I just know which ones I want to just make the wall, ceiling, and floor with. So iron, metal, I would, yeah, I definitely want to use metal blocks and whatnot, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards iron plate for... Not sure if it's going to be the wall, floor, or the ceiling, but definitely 100% leaning towards this. We can even make stairs, vertical slabs, pillars, iron grates, ladders. We gotta at least consider this, surely now. Ooh, iron button. Yeah, these blocks I'm more likely than not probably gonna be using. That's a typo. Plastic barriers, how tough are these to make? I need to, yeah, mass produce high density polyethylene. So that's where these come from, yes. What about the fences? 2 HDP rods, pellets. I think it's like, yeah, 3 pellets in an enrichment chamber, you make a sheet. And like 4 of these together, you stick them to get a rod, and then 2 of these, you get this plastic. I love the word pun. And then that's how we come up with the plastic blocks and whatnot. I have to mass produce substrate if I want a lot of plastic. I believe we already have a machine that can do this for us. So where does the substrate come from again? Or where do I put the substrate? Do I put it in here? No, do I put it somewhere else? I'm definitely out of the loop. How do I make substrate again? Can turn substrate into substrate. So how do I cook biofuel? Pressurized reaction chamber, which is... Oh, it is this. So water and hydrogen, biofuel. Another of these. Okay, I'm guessing this is the one that I then use. Liquid ethylene, oxygen. That's the one that makes the polyethylene. Is the ethylene just getting transferred over or no? I don't believe it is getting transferred over. Not enough room in this output. Yeah, it doesn't need to be liquid form. Water vapor. Well, I think I might also want to make some machines that do that automatically too. Okay, there's some liquid ethylene. Liquid ethylene. Whoops. That's gas form. And that's my gas tank, okay. That has ethylene in it. Ethylene, why don't I just, like... I can't even place this here now, can I? Because I also want to be able to empty this out. Empty. So yeah, that's what I was hoping for. No, I'm trying to move the gas into our tank here. And once this is full again, I need to just transfer more over with the gauge dropper. How hard was it to make these reaction chambers anyways? How bad was that? Enrichment okay, doesn't look too bad. If I want to make an assembly line that just turns biofuel into plastic. Or at least the HDPE pellets. Do we not have any more? Okay, we have plenty of biofuel still. I need to just put it back in the machine. Oh, that's where I would just... Yeah, that's where I'd put, like, my uranium ingots to make yellow cake uranium with this. No, I think that's actually, no, yellow cake uranium that I then turn into uranium oxide. Yeah, remember that's why I had this just kind of sitting here. For that purpose and that purpose alone. No, just fill this up with more ethylene. plenty more biofuel to go around. This needs hydrogen, this one needs oxygen. This one also needs water. So I know I have this hooked up in the back to a machine that separates water into hydrogen and oxygen. Yeah, so that's how I come across, yeah, that's how I come into that. That's how I get these gases. And of course that's where I just get the water from. Alright, let's put some more of this on now, shall we? Let me guess, I have to toggle operation. Yep. Just flip it around. Well, I have, like, what, at least 7 stacks of polyethylene pellets. I guess it's time to get to work with... I'll take, like, 6 of the stacks out and start getting to work with these. Eight sticks of that, that's all I get. 16. We're gonna definitely need a better way to go about this, aren't we? Four sheets make 4 plastic blocks. I guess for now this tank can kind of just stay here too. I guess if all else fails, I'll use something else instead to sort of just make the fences. I'll just pick a different material entirely. At this rate, I'm definitely leaning towards just picking another material to build with. Feels like I'm really having to go out of my way to, if I want to mass produce a lot of plastic, to build like a long enough barrier to just circle like the entire perimeter around that large room. Yeah, that large basement that I have. Forgot I had all this just lying around here too. for example, we're still like 7 stacks of... Actually, no, I took 6 stacks of these pellets out. So 16 plastic sticks. And how many sheets? Okay, significantly more sheets, thankfully. But anyway, still. I think this is gonna be, like, not a whole lot. That was our... Don't even remember what the snowcap oven's for, anyways. So where did I... Okay, not that. I know I had some dye lying around. I don't even remember where I kept it. I can always just go grab some more, can't I? Last I checked, I think I can just convert one kind of dye into any other kind. Dark gray or light gray? Let's see what I can do with that. Or is this a bit too, maybe like too dark? I mean, I can literally just go change at any moment. Just literally change on a whim. So how many plastic blocks does this end up netting me? Well, at least... Okay, not even a stack and a half. Alright, 24 of these plastic barriers and then, like, almost a full stack of blocks. So... yeah, not a whole lot, it seems. Also, not really sitting here just processing all this biofuel if I don't have to anyways. If it's not necessary, then I don't even think I want to do it. If I can just kind of pick another building material instead. Uranium hexafluoride, I have a bunch of it just sitting in here. Why don't we just run this? Why don't we just do that? We'll have plenty of fissile fuel still coming. Why don't we just empty this out? Nothing in here, so... because I need a place to kind of just put this. Let me go just see how much iron I got. I'm gonna start making some iron plate blocks. Anyways, I believe we'll start. Yeah, we're gonna have plenty still. 6 stacks of. Okay, I don't know if that's too much. Should probably get the building sooner or later anyway, so we'll find out. I think I might actually want to maybe like still build this all like one floor further down. Like, 1 block further down. Maybe not place the iron blocks, like, here, but just, like, 1 block further down. I'm thinking about it. I mean, the room's kind of already big enough. Anyways, I still should just start clearing these blocks out. Regardless, clear these ones out. Kind of get us ready. Still yet to decide what I'm gonna do with the fact that we have a subway there that we've just exposed. For now, I'm probably just gonna straight up ignore it. Something broke. No, it definitely wasn't my pickaxe. I think this does look like deep enough. And then I'll have to decide what we're going to be making the walls out of. Yeah, thinking about it now, okay, I'm going to need so much iron for this, it's not even funny. But it's not like I don't have the means to gather iron en masse, I definitely do, so... We're going to go for it. We're going to make this whole floor out of this iron plate block. I'm going to go for it. Let's see if I even, like, circle this perimeter before I run out of blocks. Alright, next stack. Next stack. I'm gonna need a plenty of whatever I'm gonna use for the ceiling, too. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about all the torches. How we're gonna light up the room and not make it look ugly while it's doing so. I believe I am all out of iron plate. Oh, never mind. I still have... That's the last stack I'm carrying on me for now. Alright, so I see now we're out. Just kind of seeing how that's going to look. Plastic barriers, how is that going to look if we do that? The spare one's going to just go here, I guess. Also, I guess another place to store this excess cobblestone that we got. Because, of course, I got even more cobblestone to our name from that. I guess the other materials are going to go in here as well. I got plenty of iron. I might not, though, by the time I'm done building, but... Anyways, let's see. Not even a crafting table down here. Thinking I should maybe at least build one of those or something. I got enough of these, yeah, blocks to fill my inventory now. And still plenty of iron ingots just sitting in my inventory while, yeah. Raw tin. Only 3 pieces of it. Don't even think I need to bother carrying that at this rate. Now to actually continue to place these down. Next inventory. Well, yeah, next, like, stack. Looks like, yeah, we still have a very long way to go here. Very, very long way to go, in fact. Guess I will just remove the torches, and then this will allow hostile mobs to spawn in these areas again. Until I get this sorted out, that is. Alright, next stack. Gonna get the next stack already. Yeah, just because I want this to be lit up again. Okay, if we need more iron, I guess there's technically some right there. Technically. wrong block, wrong block, wrong block. It's slowly but surely coming along, I guess we can say. I guess it's getting there. Right now I just randomly switched blocks. Well, I don't think it was random. Ran out of one stack of blocks, and then I guess I just picked up like the next one that just so happened to be lying around, and it just so happened to go into the inventory slot corresponding to what I was holding. Yeah, surely we've already placed like hundreds of blocks, and it's still a ways to go. Even like after like hundreds of blocks later. Again, just so it's not going to be dark enough that hostile mobs can spawn here. Just so I don't have to both fight and build at the same time, just to save me some trouble. Yeah, the closer I get, the fewer blocks I have to place. The closer I get to the center, the fewer blocks I should theoretically need to place, at least. And even then, I still might need to go grab some more anyways. And possibly even, like, fix up this pickaxe here that I have. It's running a little low on durability. I mean, with all the mining I'm doing, this shouldn't come as a surprise. Down to, like, what, my last stack of these blocks? Yeah, pretty much. I don't think I have that many blocks to go before this floor is at least completed. I really don't think there's that many left. I still have all this, I can just... You know, we still got, like, what, all that can be turned into iron plate. Do 6 more stacks of it for now, that might be enough to just finish off the floor at least. We have 4 walls, but... Yeah, thankfully... Yeah, nowhere near as much, like... Not as much area to cover on one of the walls as, say, like, an entire floor. And then there's the ceiling. And then we also have the ceiling to worry about. Yeah, the granite, like, for sure, that's gonna stand out as the blocks I want to get rid of. I'm not gonna miss those. I'm just double checking first and foremost for the blocks I think I am gonna maybe miss. The other, like, gray stone blocks that definitely blend in a lot better than the granite does with respect to these iron plates. I guess it is time for this to go anyways. done the whole floor yet? I think I'm still gonna be missing a block here. Probably missing a block somewhere. Somewhere around here, probably missing some blocks. Maybe I'm not. Just double checking everything, actually. No, it does probably look like that. Okay, that wasn't quite all of them, but we're really close. I think now we're probably just looking at all of them. If there is maybe like one block out of place, I'm not sure if we'll even like ever notice at this rate. So yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, the whole floor iron plate now. That's the whole floor basically accounted for. I think I'm also going to use that for the ceiling when the time comes. Maybe we can at least start placing a few of these blocks right now. Because yeah, then I gotta remove more dirt blocks for this to work. And then kind of just replace them with these ones. I mean, especially once I get rid of all the dirt, it's gonna look a lot more like industrial down here already. Once all this dirt's gone. I think these bridges, and I think maybe even this is like temporary as well. Until I decide another block type I want to use. But yeah, yeah, I'm still gonna have a lot of work ahead of me, clearly. It's obviously what it's looking like. Well, I believe we can still do hover mode. Okay, at least this will still make it rather easy to just knock out a bunch of these blocks all in a line. And then place them all in a line as well. That is until I run out, of course. Once I run out, I run out. Maybe it won't be so bad. Water. Didn't think I was gonna, like, bump into that. Wow. Alright, the water just removed a bunch of torches, actually. Just so this is all well lit again, even like this, just good enough. Just so once again that is well lit. I'm thinking either this or maybe go with like another block type that's also like metallic looking, but just a lighter color. So it'll just look, I don't know, overall brighter down here. Maybe just go something with an even lighter color. glow plastic, so does this actually provide light or something? But yeah, we would need so much of that for the ceiling, it wouldn't even be funny. Plus, how much glowstone do I have? Okay, I do have some. I do have quite a bit of glowstone, actually. Oh wait, I need to actually, I think, break it all down manually. I believe I gotta do that for my glowstone dust. I mean, with this right here, I can certainly speed up the process. Yeah, it is providing light. So if I replace the ceiling with these, it's gonna look and feel a lot brighter in here for sure, if I were to do that. Maybe also do like one of the walls with these as well, maybe. And then once I run, I will inevitably just run out and run out of this in no time, surely. And then have to go and get some more ready. I mean, the fact these are emitting light, that too should probably just prevent the hostile mob spawns if we got like so many blocks that emit light. Should prevent the mob spawning. That too should work. I'm already all out of these blocks. There's this one and that's all there is pretty much. Yeah, I'm trying, man. Apparently there's a cave below me that's still full of enemies. Don't know what else to say. I'm trying. I really am. It's been like almost like a whole hour already. It's been like 50 minutes already, and this is what I have to show for it. Nice new iron plate floor, and then some plastic block walls. Some walls. In other words, not a whole lot. If we're really gonna need that damn much plastic, if I want to do what I want to do anyways, we're gonna need that much plastic. Maybe I do just make some of these machines, but hook everything up in such a way that I just put the biofuel in like one place and then plastic comes out the other end. And then I don't have to touch anything else. I'll just build like 2 new copies of this here. How am I doing for steel? Okay. How am I doing for steel casing? Okay, we need redstone or we're not getting anything out of this. Alright, plenty more copper, still. Gonna let that just sort of smelt. So what's walking around outside my house? That explains it. Don't even care about the helmet. So I want 2 pressurized reaction chambers, so thus I want 2 enrichment chambers to get the ball rolling. Dynamic tanks, so 2 of these. Basic chemical tanks, so 2 of those. Dynamic tanks, blocks, a few of those too. I'll get 4, I only need 2, but the game's gonna make me make 4. I think 4 of those total should be sufficient. 1 and 2. 1 is going to process... Yeah, one's processing biofuel into substrate, the other's then taking that same substrate, making high-density polyethylene. 1 needs water and hydrogen, the other needs oxygen. And then this is what we'll do. Gold, osmium, and iron dusts. Lithium dust. How much iron dust did I need again? Okay, just 1. Alright, so yeah, hand it over. I need this for starters. That was quick. Electrolytic, yeah, that was a hella quick. Fluid tank. And a chemical tank. This is the machine that's going to convert gas form ethylene into its liquid counterpart. I get ethylene in gas form, I need it to be in liquid form. This is gonna go from gas to liquid form. Four blocks of glass also necessary. Can I move my hand? And stop accidentally pressing, like... Yeah, the Windows button. I also needed an energy tablet. I just so happen to have like 68 of these lying around, so it's nothing to worry about. Anyways, how am I doing for cables? Methinks I'm gonna need a lot more cable to just hook everything up down to the basement. It's a pretty big room. I'm just imagining I'm gonna need a lot of cable to make this actually work. I believe redstone was also involved in making this. Cable. And quite a bit of it at that. No, I believe it's the other way around. And might as well have all the cable at least be like the same color. If we can, might as well just do it. If we can, yes, by all means. Sooner or later, I may actually need to go make more of this. I very well may need to make more of this real soon. Now to figure out where am I going to put some of these machines. Well, we already have like a plugged-in cable and everything here. So this is our starting point, really. Just to get us started with a power source. This cable right here. Electrolytic separator, it's going to need water to actually pump in, or what's the point? Okay. Steel casing I need. This is apparently my last one. Until I go make more. Yeah, that's what it means to transfer water. 2 buckets is all I need, then I can just easily set up an infinite water source. Easily. Just set up a place where there's gonna be, I don't know, water. Thinking I'm gonna do some here, some maybe I'll just do it here. Yeah, I wanted these, for the record. Infinite water source. That's where I'm gonna siphon all my water from, right there. I'm gonna need also, like, tubes and pipes to transfer everything, too, I just realized. Maybe some blocks, too. To help me just place everything correctly. I need to plug this thing in first. Okay, where are these enemies so I can actually try and get rid of them? Now I'm probably going to be right next to them and I can't even see them. And a skeleton that's also hidden down here. Still can't see that either. It's like literally like right on top of me and I can't see it. I think I'm getting further away from it now. Am I or am I not? Can't even tell where this thing is. I literally cannot even tell where it is. What's to stop one from just respawning again? Unless I don't know. More torches or just block this off entirely. What's to stop it from spawning in again? Let's just go proceed to get lost in my own tunnels here. This is not where I was expecting to pop out. It's already been like over an hour. And I've just kind of been doing whatever. Building. Now I don't know where that skeleton's supposed to be either. Electrolytic separator's gotta go somewhere. I'll need pipes and tubes to transport everything. Pipes, tubes, you name it, I'm gonna need it. Logistical transporter also for items, so we gotta let's get that ready too. That's also gonna come up sooner or later. Enderman, what are you doing down here? No clue how it got there. Probably spawned in right there. That right then and there, it's probably where it spawned. Not enough energy to operate because it's not plugged in yet. That could be output, output, output. Can I just plug it in through the top? And hopefully this won't start to look too ugly the way I build it. Hopefully not too ugly. Hydrogen, oxygen, ready. Now I got a machine that needs hydrogen and a machine that needs oxygen to come in. Oxygen. So that was the second one, and then the first one was taking biofuel, giving us substrate, and we needed hydrogen in the first one. Is this hydrogen in this tube? I think the white color looks like it is. Yeah, that's like a bluish color. I think that's oxygen in this tube then. Okay. Liquid ethylene's gonna come, well, gas ethylene's gonna come in one side, and then, yeah, how are we gonna do this? And then liquid ethylene's gonna have to come into this machine. Guess we're gonna maybe stand here and place our biofuel here. You put biofuel in one place. Yeah, we'll need a chest to actually put that in. We gotta stick that in somewhere. That's for sure. Let me go grab some biofuel to make sure I'm doing this right. Let's grab some. 3 sacks, that's more than enough. I think I'll need this too, to actually get the pipe to start siphoning from the chest properly the items I want to do as input. Biofuel should come in as an item input, like so, here. Is this a logistical transporter? Oh, never mind. That's the wrong type of That's the wrong type of connector. Still not doing anything yet. Oh, we also need to siphon water into this machine as well. So... pull. Biofuel in. It's going in. Well, not anymore, because now we got, like, no room in the machine to keep chucking it in there. This should siphon biofuel automatically now into this machine. And then this has to be filled with water. And that's where the pipes are going to come into play again. Not enough energy to operate. And I gotta plug that into somewhere. At this rate, I don't know, I guess through the bottom, connect it. At this point, I'm not even sure what else to try. Sneak a wire down through the bottom. Can't think of anything else to try at this point. Ooh. That's gonna definitely distract me. Oh no, we really gotta get this around. Oh. Yeah, I gotta pass my wire through somehow. There's no way around that, so I gotta pass it through. Where even are all these enemies anyways? I can hear them, but I literally cannot see them. This is connected. Oh, it's running. Now I even got the first machine in the line running. This will need to be plugged in a similar... Gotta plug every one of these damn things in. Every one of these has to be plugged in. Plugged in. Plugged in. These need to go into here now. This needs to come into this. So output on the right should be what kind of... yeah. We're configuring what? Energy can eject fluids, gases. Is there a config for items? The items need to go somewhere too. Right output's a gas. What about items? I gotta get these also transferred over too. Liquid ethylene. That was easy. And then this has to come... No, I think that's gotta be a mechanical pipe and not a tube. We're switching from... Now we're dealing with a liquid. Fluids. Right should be output. That should be input, so what's going on? Empty still. And then what about then we still gotta figure out what to do with the items. Fluids. Right input. Left output? That's a gas config? Left shouldn't be output, right? No, that's definitely input. Oh, we gotta configure, I believe, fluids again, right? Right is output. Input. Oh, okay. Now it seems to actually function. And then the substrate has to get transferred over too. Change that to none. Pull? Will it pull? So far, it doesn't look like it's doing that. Otherwise, I still have to manually move the substrate, which I'd rather not do. And then these would have to also come and get yoinked and then ideally put into the chest for output. I gotta made this even more confusing to work with, having the pipe, like, right here in front of me, haven't I? It should make it a little bit less of a pain in the ass to work with. Should. I am using the right kind of transporter. I mean, I sort of have the right idea, but there's still, I think, one more step I'm missing, and then this is going to be fully automated. I'm just missing one more step, and it's already starting to really bug me. I believe I am missing exactly one step here. How do I pull out the items from this thing? Items config, front output. Also, there was an items config and I just did not see it. I literally didn't see it. So this should be filling back up, right? Yeah, it's filling up without me touching it, so that's good. I guess because this has, like... This doesn't yet have a proper place to actually travel to, that's why it's maybe not doing anything. No proper place for that to really go just yet. I guess that's why it's not doing anything just yet. If it doesn't know where to go, then it doesn't know where to go. Simple as that. If nothing shows up in here, I'm gonna have to go check. Okay, I don't have to go check anything. So biofuel comes in here, pellets come out, HDPE comes out here. That should pretty much be the plan going forward, here at least. Yeah, this is just like one of my factories we're gonna have down here, for example, and I guess once I decide exactly what I want to make this platform out of, but this is basically the gist of why I built this. I'm gonna put multiple factories down here. One item goes in one spot, the output comes out the other. And all the intermediary steps get automated. Every step from, yeah, converting biofuel into the plastic, it's all done for you. And that's just one, that was only one such example. Don't know why I'm still carrying a gauge dropper and I'm literally not using it for anything right now. And I'm still just carrying it along. Oh yeah, this too, I'm not even trying to fight anything and I'm still carrying that bow. Okay, that can also hold some stuff too. So why not actually put this personal chest to use? Considering I'm still carrying that too, we should also, I don't know, I guess use it as well. Crushing factory, biogenerator. Maybe I should augment this so I can just have more stuff in the crushing factory. Crushing factory makes the biofuel. Ultimate crushing factory. I'm gonna put... Considering how many sugar canes I got. Do I want blue ice? Rooted dirt? Do I want that? Pathfinder's quill for a mangrove. I believe I already know where there is a mangrove swamp. The trades do not seem to interest me. I would check. I did check, but I didn't really find anything that made me go, wow. I can just make more of these whenever. I can always just make more at another time. Plenty of osmium too, I believe we have. I'm gonna just go turn all that to biofuel. I'm not using the crushing factories right now, so let's use them now. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of biofuel. Actually, it's gonna be so much. I didn't realize it was like one sugar cane gives you like 4 of these. Maybe move this downstairs. Maybe make it one of these and just move it downstairs at this rate. I'm starting to think that's not a bad idea at all, actually. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to do something like this here. And then, yeah, time for another round of biofuel. Let's get another round ready. Okay, what are you guys doing in my house? I did not leave the door open for you anyways, I guess they're here to stay. I didn't even open the door for them, but they just decided, oh, let's move in. We'll move in. Sure. Why not? Time for another round. This chest is almost full. The whole point of that chest is to be able to just put lots of biofuel in there. We're going to need to be able to just put even more in there. Yeah, surely, the way I'm doing this, we're going to need a bigger chest. Yeah, we're going to need a bigger chest. This is also good enough. The extra biofuel can just go here. Better yet, just have it all go here. I guess once all this gets processed. Considering I have these machines on slow speed, I didn't like throw any upgrades in any of them. Yeah, since none of these have like upgrades or anything to make them run faster. Yeah, they're at the slowest possible speed. Regardless, they're still running. And they're still doing their job just fine, even. They're still doing everything they need to do just fine. You can watch the biofuel come in one place. Yep. And you can watch the substrate come through here? This pipe should have some substrate flowing through. Don't know, I'm not seeing any of it. I barely see any of it, but I think you get the point. I think you guys should get the point. And then, okay, an HDP, that's one of the pallets. Finally arriving at its output. Finally arriving at its destination. After starting in this form, it comes out like this. Yeah, now I don't have to move the items from one machine to another myself. That's what all these different connectors are for, to do it for me. We'll eventually scale this up to also do the whole, like, automation of fissile fuel as well. That right there was just the beginning. I forgot I had all this too. I forgot I had all this too. Imagine checking that like several streams later and then... Why do I have like 9 stacks of biofuel in my chest? Why do I have 9 stacks of biofuel? And then we're gonna have to find a home for these eventually too, once this chest is just, like, out of space. Or I just go and make some chest upgrades. Iron to gold chest, or just wood to iron chest upgrade? Is there an iron chest upgrade? Planks? And then it's okay, let's just make a bunch of these. I'm just gonna quickly make 2 of those. I can just apply these to a chest that has already been placed in the world. The ones that I have, I really don't want to actually move. The ones that I have, I want to keep them in place. Just to double the storage capacity of this and this. And that fixes... Unless I come across even more biofuel, that fixes our storage problem. Twice as much room now to just do whatever. And then you wonder why I grabbed that iron chest mod back. And yeah, this is exactly why I downloaded Iron Chest all this time ago. We can just theoretically let this run by itself, come back significantly later, and then see, like, 1, 2, like, 9 times 4, 36, 41. See, like, 42 plus stacks of HDP pellets. We can come back, and then all this should be turned into, like, 64, like... Unless it's, like, one substrate per 2 biofuel. Then it's gonna be, like, 20-something stacks of these pellets. Without me having to do anything else. Once the chest is full. Where'd the snow come from? Why is there snow here? When did it snow here? Yeah, I do believe I have that Serene Seasons mod. I didn't realize it was, like, winter again. Definitely did not realize. So you're telling me it's winter again? Is that what you're telling me? Let's see where else it might have snowed. Yeah, so it definitely snowed out here. As you can see. I barely take any fall damage. How far can I fly up and fall before I actually start to lose significant health? You have to wonder. How far can I fall without dying? That's 50 plus blocks and I still have, like, a majority of my health. So if I go up to, like, 100... How far up can I go? 115, 130... That's, like, 75 blocks up. and I survive it. Okay, I shouldn't be dying from fall. I shouldn't be dying by fall damage ever again in this armor. What enemy shot me and where is it hiding at? Safe to say we're not gonna die from fall damage ever again. If I'm just going to casually tank a 75 block fall. I'm gonna put these ender pearls away too, I believe. Stonewood, mob loot. Yeah, mob loot is where I keep this. Yeah, as I was saying. We're slowly just producing, yeah, now we're just automatically getting, like, more HDP pellets. So yeah, it should be much easier now to farm plastic en masse like this. This was a majority of the steps I needed to take, and now it's being done all automatically for me. I didn't go any further than just get the pellets, because what if I maybe want to make some into, like, rod form? What if I need some in sheet form? What if I just need some to stay as pellets? So I'll just stop there, the automation, once we hit pellets. So we need to enrich raw uranium into yellow cake form, and then the yellow cake uranium becomes uranium oxide. This needs a chemical oxidizer and an enrichment chamber to perform. What did I do with uranium oxide again? I am still really out of the loop here. A chemical infuser. Hydrofluoric acid, I believe I just... Sulfuric acid we also needed. Water vapor. Okay, just throw some water through another rotary condensator. But do liquid to gas form instead of gas to liquid. The sulfur trioxide, which you make with oxygen and sulfur dioxide. I know where I'm going to funnel in the oxygen from. Sulfur dust. Another chemical oxidizer, right? Is that the same machine? Yeah, it is the same machine. And then that's finally when we land on a uranium hexafluoride. So I need sulfur dust. Okay, I also need fluorite as well to do this. I can just do alchemy, take any dye, and convert it into sulfur dust. I'll just use the alchemy table to skip this step. Otherwise we would need lots of gunpowder and salt, and some hydrogen chloride, which... Chlorine and we need to get chlorine from somewhere. brine? Was that many more steps to get lots of sulfur to come in? I see. And I can skip them all. Dynamic tank. I should have probably kept some. Personal chests and barrels you need to also make these? Anyways, I can always just do this another day. But we're starting to really get the idea here. I probably want at least, like, several of these chemical infusers also. Just another day I'm also gonna, like, have to just make sure I get, like... Yeah, I want to know exactly how many of these chemical infusers I'm also going to want to go and make as well. Like, how many would it be? I don't even remember what this does. No clue. Yeah, I got one set of machines up and running. And it's doing a great job down here. It's doing great. Until next time.